Archer. What a resurgence for George. 2 victories this year.
And the guy that we're used to seeing first.
But who would be first had he played 24 rounds?
That's exactly right. He'd be first in a bunch of categories. That's Hale Irwin, of course.
Hale lapped the field last week at the Ameritech, won by 7. Incredible score of 21 under par after 54 holes of golf.
I think he used most of those birdies up last week, because we sure have not seen him make a lot of them this week. He is managing to a couple or 3 today to get to 8 under par, but missed a lot of opportunities.
Colbert now can take the lead.
Not a hard putt. The fellows have had a little bit of trouble adjusting to speed as they dry out each day from the earlier week rains. New speed every day. It looks pretty good if it gets there.
He now will head to the hardest hole here all week, 17. Then the second hardest hole, 18.
Well, I think importantly, Jim, he's satisfied with par there. You could hear after he hit the second shot, you heard him say it's not going to get there. So he was playing the ball intentionally just short of that flag, which is what you want to do in the situation he's in.
Murph, you've seen that routine so often. He just stays loose, limber.
So where the pin is today, getting your drive in the fairway is even more important than if it was up in the green. From the rough, you really can't shoot at the back pin at all. Bob's really driven the ball well for literally now a couple of years. It's going to be okay. Low and running down the middle if this one's going to be long. Great position.
Summer Hayes to stay at 11 under.
Got the speed. Yeah, he had it. Like, that looked pretty good.
So Bruce will fall back to -10. It's a 2-horse race now to the finish. Colbert and Murphy both at 14 under par. At stake, $135,000 and the 4th win for either one this year.
In October of 1970, Ted Sipko finished his 2nd tour of duty in Vietnam. For valor in battle, he brought home a Bronze Star. Today, Ted does volunteer work for the veterans of foreign wars, and nobody gives him any medals for it. But maybe they should.
Long Island. You're probably already aware of its beauty, its coastline, its parks and nature preserves, and its historical sites and cultural centers. But Long Island has also emerged as a center for innovation. A highly skilled workforce supports a concentration of high-tech manufacturing and biotechnology. Give us a call at 1-800-528-2005 to find out about starting, expanding, or relocating your business to Long Island.
Long of innovation.
DeVille has the roomiest interior of any front-wheel drive car in America. DeVille holds its value 12 percentage points better than the Lincoln Town Car. Count on Cadillac this summer, because right now, current Cadillac owners can lease the DeVille at its lowest lease rate of the year. Only $449 a month for 24 months with $1,800 down. Cadillac, creating a higher standard. See your Cadillac dealer today.
Improve the Big Bertha? It's hard to believe, but Callaway's done it. With the Warbird sole plate, now golf's even more fun.
Big Bertha Warbird at fine golf shops.
Yeah, I took the High Endurance Challenge from Old Spice because I didn't really think it could work better than my old deodorant. But it does. If you don't think it's the best, call 1-800-PROVE-IT and they'll buy you a stick of yours. Now you got proof. Guaranteed.
Welcome back to our live final round coverage of the VFW Senior Championship. Gary Koch is here, Frank Beard, Andy North. Glad you're here, too. Colbert and Murphy in a shootout. The rest of the field, Stockton finished at 8 under par. He'll be playing next week at the Burnett Senior Classic. And by the way, Tournament director Hollis Kavanagh and his wife Catherine, proud parents of a new baby boy. At 17, Colbert, Frank.
Well, 25 years ago, this would have been the kind of tee-ball in this circumstances that would have just had Jimmy shaken. All the troubles on the left, everything kicks right to left. Since then, he's redone his swing. He moves everything high and left to right. Really should pose no problem for him today. He's been driving the ball beautifully. Big change for him. Well, he's actually lost this to the right. He needs a break here. He got it. He sure did. Here it comes back across the cart path and didn't quite get on the side hill. It's actually very level. What a break.
Not where I was trying to hit it.
Take a look at it very quickly here. Gets the club back into a pretty good position. He's set up nicely. Gets the club back into a good position. Patented Colbert. He's got the club. Look at that. Perfectly parallel. Club face is pointing right down the target line. Maintain the flex in the knees. He looks pretty good right here. He drives. Look at this, though. He's getting up real high, real fast on his right side, his right foot. And you can see the ball is actually coming right off the club face, squirting right. And you can tell by his finish. Look at him. He's trying to turn that thing and get it to come back to the left, but it's not going to do it.
Not a good situation for Sigel at 16.
Definitely not. Jay's driven the ball in a position that he's going to have to play a masterful shot, something low and slicing to have any chance to get it on the front of the green. Probably will end up short left. I don't think you can fade it out of this rough enough to get it all the way back to the green, back to the where the green is. Oh, he played a wonderful shot. Caught a little bit of leaves and got it up on the green. That is really a wonderful shot.
It'll be interesting to see now if he can actually putt to the hole or not. That little bit of fringe that sticks out there. Using that old theory that those trees are 90% air, huh, Andy?
Bob Murphy's going to be next, Gary. He has 153 yards to the hole. But I would think, as Colbert did, the shot here will be a little bit short of the hole, so if you happen to pull it or push it, it wouldn't get to the water. He knows it's just, and for Bob, it's right in between just a little teeny 7 or a good 8. I think it's just a good 8-iron. He's been swinging so well that he knows if he makes a good swing and puts it 15 or 18 feet short, he still has a real great opportunity to make it, and he knows that Colbert did not make a birdie.
Executed there. Got a nice hop. Well, he's certainly not having any trouble with the rhythm of his swing today as he had the first day.
A moment ago at 17, Hobday to get it to 11 under.
Down the hill, moving a little left. Oof. This is the best tournament Simon's had in quite some time, though, Jim. He was very excited on the practice tee.
Hale Irwin, 3 under par today, 8 under in the championship on the tee at the home hole. Turned 50 on June 30th. Said now he'd go up to Gene Littler or Don January and feel very, very young. Said those guys were his peers when he came out of the tour. It's great to see them again, to play against them and with them. And he has taken the senior tour by storm. Doesn't look like a man having a tough time adjusting from 72 holes to 54. The magic of the Senior PGA Tour is its ability to rekindle the competitive fire of the great legends who once dominated the regular tour. Most of the greats have made the transition easily and quickly found the Senior PGA Tour to be their fountain of youth. Nicklaus, Chichi, Floyd, Trevino, and Palmer have all made their presence felt on the senior circuit. 1995's legendary installment is 3-time U.S. Open champion Hale Irwin. It may be a bit early to label him as the next great Senior PGA Tour star, but Irwin's play thus far in only 5 events has pointed to the start of a very consistent and highly lucrative career. With 1 win at last week's Ameritech Senior Open and 4 other top 10s, including a runner-up in Atlanta, Irwin has netted $350,000, placing him 19th on the money list thus far. Hale currently stands at 61 under par over 19 rounds on the Senior Tour. But his biggest surprise thus far has been the competition.
What I found is that there are probably a few more players than I thought there would be that can really play and do well. There's, you know, some of these players have really found that level of comfort and confidence, and boy, their games show it. They can really play.
Like those legends before him, Irwin concedes that the Senior PGA Tour is his future in professional golf.
So I think my future really is on the Senior Tour, and next year certainly going to take a serious look at becoming what I hope I can be on the Senior Tour, and that's, you know, maybe to lead the money list or something like that.
With 20 wins on the PGA Tour, Hale Irwin is a proven champion at any level. And with a full Senior Tour schedule next year in 1996, the golfing world may once again have to hail Hale. 19th on the money list, and he's only played in 5 events. Is that any good?
You like money? Yeah, what, $70,000 a week or something like that? Pretty close to it?
Well, then you look at next year. David Graham comes out. Gil Morgan comes out. Right? In 97. Johnny Miller. Melnick.
Yeah, the names keep coming. That's what this tour is all about. Hale with a little 7-iron up the hill, pin all the way in the back. Oh.
Colbert, 17.
That's a 4-iron from 191. I can't tell you how good this, I mean, this is so good from that lie. Side hill in the rough, water, sand. This may be his day. That's the best shot I've seen in 6 months.
You guys have all said it before, but I mean, on the practice tee yesterday, Colbert said he's never hit it any better than this week. Aoki's approach at 18. He's 9 under par, 4 under today. Hang on.